Okay, so Sai, can you just briefly tell us about your journey as far as your academics are concerned?
Sir, in academics, I have done my schooling from my village school, which is Angala High School, which is under Board of Secondary Education, Odisha. Then I did my 10+2 from NC Junior College, Jaspur, in science stream with physics, chemistry, biology, and maths as my subjects. Then I went on to pursue my Bachelor in Science in Information Technology and Management from Ravenshaw University, Cuttack. After that, I completed a master's in computer application from National Institute of Technology, Durgapur, in 2013.
Okay, and so currently, are you working or are you
Yes, sir.
preparing for the exams?
No, sir. Since after my post graduation from NIT Durgapur, I got campus placement, and since then I am working in Bangalore. Currently, I am working as a lead developer with OpenText in Bangalore.
Okay, okay, great. So, as I was going through your CIF, you have mentioned that you have been a literary champion, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what was that about?
Sir, that was a award given when I was staying in Ravenshaw. I was pursuing my graduation, so I was staying in new hostel. And every year, in all the hostels, I'll particularly tell about our hostel, new hostel. So we conduct all type of literary events like debate, essay writing, in all the languages like Odia,
Okay,
English,
so are you
and
aware who any recent awards, any recent international award related to literature which has been given to any Indian in the recent times?
recent times international awards. Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall any.
Okay, no issues. You have also mentioned that you have published a research paper, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what was the research paper about?
Sir, the research is about the work I do. So it is basically in a distributed system, how to do the data synchronization across the primary and backup sites so that the data availability for the user is high and like all the time, so that the user won't face any kind of delay or any kind of failure if the primary server is down. So that across different geographies, like when you log in from like different geographical locations, the data availability will always be high.
Okay, so like you mentioned, this is with respect to data protection, right?
Not exactly about data protection, but data availability. For example, if I go little deep, so it is basically, for example, we log in to our social media, for example, Facebook account. The servers might be in India or in Europe or in USA.
Okay.
For example, Indian users, if the data is primary data source is the Indian servers, but if in case the Indian servers is down, so that the user should not the login or should not fail because the
Okay,
request should be.
I get your point. You must be aware about in the recent year, Indian government has been very categorical as to protect the uh, data of the Indian citizens. Okay, so do you really think that it is completely feasible to have data, the servers within the country itself, and it can it be possible, or maybe in future, maybe in 5 years down the line, is it possible to have all the servers in the country if any foreign companies operating here in India? So is it possible for us to have all the data servers here?
Yes, sir. In this regard, so my opinion is India is a huge market and we have like around 50% of the population using internet on a daily basis. So we generate a lot of data. So similarly, in EU also we have this data protection act that the data generated within the European Union should stay within the physical boundary of Europe. Similarly, India, we can start step by step. For example, the sensitive data, for example, banking and all data, we can mandate that the applications or the authorities who are dealing with those type of sensitive data can stay within the Indian servers and within the location
No,
of India.
I'm asking about, do we have that infrastructural capacity? Because see, once you are having the servers in the country, it will be requiring a lot of power, a lot of proper infrastructure has to be developed. And as far as I remember, there are certain companies who have also trying to make their data server under the sea, within this
Yes, sir.
under the water. So does India has that kind of capacity to develop to have a storage of those servers in the country? I'm asking on those fronts.
Sir, I believe yes, we do have, because we have a huge geographical diversity. We have colder regions also. On top of that, we have a power surplus. Power is not a problem. That's why if you see recently, OpenAI also for its Stargate project also proposed to establish a data center of a huge data center in India itself. So I think yes, we do have the infrastructure, so that like the major corporations like Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, they all have their data centers in India.
Okay, great. Recently, just a day ago, there were a particular news with respect to the underlying cables that got cut off. Are you aware of this?
Sir, that particular news I am not aware of, but this underlying cables and those mechanisms, I am like that is I know that.
Okay, so in India, which no, I think how I'll put this, uh, India does come at a center of this entire cable network, right? So are you aware from where the these cable network within for India, where are they made available from?
Sir, if we are talking about the internet undersea internet cables, then I think it is done through Mumbai. There is one location, and Chennai also one connecting node is there.
Okay. Okay. You have also mentioned that you have a hobby of writing short stories.
Yes, sir.
Did you get a chance to publish any of the story?
Yes, sir. I have like a couple of them published. So apart from I also have won the Sambada Katha Nava Pratibha competition for 1 year. That is a state level short story writing competition.
Okay.
And
Can you
yes, I
just
do have.
briefly tell me what was the story about? Just in maybe just a nutshell about that story.
Yeah. So the story is about a boy, basically a young man, so who is struggling who is from a village background and who is struggling in his job, and also his personal, like his aspirations about joining the civil services. So it's about that.
So it's more of a story which is related to your own life.
Yes, sir. I'll say somewhat connected.
Okay. You are staying at Bangalore for the job, correct? And
Yes, sir.
Bangalore in the recent year has seen a lot of traffic issues.
Yes, sir.
So if provided, if you are given a chance to, if you are made administrator of that city, okay, and you have full authority to do something about the traffic congestion, what will be the five major steps that you will take?
Yes, sir. So Bangalore does have this issue of high traffic in the peak hours. And so if I am the administrator, then first of all, I'll focus on the rapid metro line that project is going on. So I'll try to expedite that, so that that construction is going little slower and we are continuously missing the deadlines. So that I'll be facilitated. And also the public transport, I'll try to facilitate and put the end to end, like cover many endpoints. And on top of that, the roads and the potholes, I think that is also a major concern why the traffic gets slower in rainy days, and if it rains, or in the peak hours, which makes the traffic little slower. So I'll try to improve that. And also the encroachment of the pathways and the pedestrian ways. So that also is one thing that I'll look into.
Okay. And what about decongesting the city? Let's say taking certain offices out of the city and providing it at some suburb areas or some other urban areas. Is that feasible?
Sir, that is feasible, and also we see like recently many of the new companies, they are moving little away from the city towards the airport area, which is around 30-40 kilometers. Some are moving towards the Mysore area, which is also little far away distance. So that also can be done. And I just missed one point that depending on the Bangalore's weather, so we can have a awareness about using cycles and walking, because that will fit like the Bangalore's climate, and also will reduce the traffic.
Okay. One final question. Uh, do you think that in recent times there has been in major cities you will see uh, this home delivery concept at 10 minutes. Okay,
Yes,
like
sir.
there are Zepto, Blinkit. These are some of the companies which have pioneered in it. So, do you think that these this habit of quick purchase, quick commerce, what we say, has it added to the already existing traffic in the city? Can something be done about that as well?
Sir, I would say it has reduced the city. So basically, one delivery boy, if you say like he can deliver five, six places or multiple places at once, and also the transport what they are used, though those are like e-vehicles and very smaller vehicles. Those don't add much to the traffic. But in that case, if you like five, four, five people going in their own vehicles to shop, so it will add more to the traffic. So my personal experience, I feel that will be beneficial for reducing the traffic.
Okay. Okay. As of now, that will be all from my side. Naik sir, if you can please ask the questions.
Okay. Saikrushna,
Yes, sir.
you're from Jaspur district, right?
Yes, sir, Jajpur.
Okay, fine. I went through your CIF. It seems quite interesting, and you have a bright future as well with respect to this corporate.
Yes, sir.
Don't you enjoy the corporate life?
Yes, sir. For like I am in corporate for last 11, 12 years, so I fairly enjoy that. I enjoy my job also.
So, what motivates you to join civil service?
Sir, joining civil services was a dream kind of thing from my school days, but later, because of my educational background and all, I could not pursue it.
Mhm.
So recently, during the COVID time, when I got a chance to stay in Odisha for 2 to 3 years. That time, looking at the type of responsibilities and job the public servants carry, based on like they were the fighters, frontline fighters during the COVID pandemic. So that also reignited in me the aspirations to join civil services again. So that's why I started appearing for OPSC.
Okay. How many attempts have you given?
Sir, this is my third attempt. So in my previous two attempts, I have written mains, but could not clear them.
Okay. I think you must have seen that due to this monsoon, we have flood in different parts of the
Yes.
country. Suppose as you are staying in Bengaluru and urban flooding is an issue which we have seen in recent years. Suppose you have been posted as the municipal commissioner of that city and you found the flood is there. Okay. So can you tell us the steps would you take with respect to the flood management?
Sir. Sir, first step as a municipal administrator in the short term, if there is a flood situation, then I'll create the awareness through social media and all to avoid the places which are like more flood impacted. Because recently we have seen in particular in Bangalore, so there are few of the unfortunate incidents, people losing their life also. In long term, I'll just before the monsoon season or the rain predictions, like when it happens, so I'll try to uh, clean or basically make the drainage system proper. And also one thing is the solid waste management. The waste management should be handled properly because most of the time it is the waste that basically obstruct the water path and cause the flooding. So I mean, these type of short term and in long term, these actions I would like to take.
I think you highlighted only two majors, I guess. Awareness. Another one is the drainage system we need to work upon
Yes, sir.
with
And
respect
for
to
long-term
conservation.
basis, I'll also focus on rainwater harvesting. If we particularly talk about our major cities in urban areas, the water crisis we have in most of the major cities. So I'll
Mhm.
also try to uh, create awareness and programs for the rainwater harvesting in all the houses, so that the amount of rain that goes into the streets will also reduce, and also we can benefit from the stored water.
Okay, fine. I think you have heard about the changing name of the Ravenshaw University where you
Yes,
have
sir.
studied, right? Do you support this opinion? We need to change the name of Ravenshaw University.
Sir, it's kind of a both. There are both voices from both the sides. To like, it's a symbol. Some people see it as a symbol of decolonization, and some people see it as a symbol of heritage that the name Ravenshaw carries with it. So for me, I'll see like we can take a middle path. Like we can, if the need arises, then we can, for example, rename is at Ravenshaw College of Cuttack or some personality. We can go in a middle path. We shouldn't that's my personal opinion is.
Okay, so you do support the change of name, right?
Sir, if the voice and the public sentiment is more towards having a changing a name, then this is the middle path we support. But I don't fully support to remove the name Revensa because it has with it heritage and culture of many decades. So
Okay, okay, fine. So, as you belong to the Jaspur district, the Jaspur district was formed by which dynasty?
sir, the district was founded by King Jajati Kesari of Somavamsi dynasty in
Okay,
10th century.
okay. Can you tell us the districts which do share boundary with the Jaspur districts? Jaspur
Yes, sir.
district. Yes.
Sir, to the north we have Keonjhar and Bhadrak. Then we have Kendrapada, Cuttack, and Dhenkanal.
Okay. Have you heard about Amos Hasano?
Yes, sir. I have heard about the recent program by the state government.
Okay. How is it different from Mo Sarkar?
Uh, Sir, both Mo Sarkar and Amos Hassan, so they want to make the governance more pro people and
Mhm.
also make the governance more reachable to the common mass. Uh, I'm not I have not read about the details and the of the difference between the two. Sorry, sir. This is the
Okay, okay. Have you heard about the Shaktishree initiative?
Shaktisar initiative. Recently, I heard, but not in detail about the.
Okay, fine. My last question to you, since you belong to the corporate world,
Yes, sir.
now, due to this Trump's 50% tariff on India, what would be the impact on India's different sectors, especially the corporate sector?
Sir, this Trump's tariff of 50% is not on the all the exports from India. It's
Mhm.
about some service specific exports. For example, mostly in manufacturing, textile, and the jewelry and the gems and diamond sector. But it
Mhm.
also exclude the services sectors like IT services and the medical medicine sector. So if you see, it will hit the manufacturing for sure, manufacturing sector, but in services for now it is being exempted. Uh, so sector wise, I see like it will hit the manufacturing sector, not the service sector much. But the recent policies about relocating the services or the outsourcing to US from India, those if implemented would definitely hit the Indian service sector.
Okay, my last subsequent question. Trump has also given the threat to the corporates which are outsourcing services from India,
Yes, sir.
that the similar kind of steps would be taken if India would not stop importing oil from the Russia. So,
Yes,
do
sir.
you think, or as per your opinion, what exactly the Indian corporates are doing?
Uh, Sir, if I understand the question correctly, it is about the Indian corporates
Yes.
position in
I
this.
mean, yes, yes. What is their take on this?
Sir, the sentiment across the corporate is little like it's very uncertain at this moment. No one
Mhm.
actually very certain of a policy because as we have experienced previously also, the Trump administration policies are not predictable. They are little uncertain. So, but the outsourcing of jobs and also it won't happen overnight, and also it
Mhm.
is not very easy to find the skill and the cost effectiveness that we find in Indian market in US. So that's what I can say for now, sir.
Okay, interview is over. Now it's the feedback time.
Thank you,
Nikhil ji,
sir.
please.
So, Sai, I found you confident enough to answer the questions. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
and we haven't touched the optional part. Okay, but I'll suggest you that go through your optional, the philosophical part, at least, the kind of questions that how can philosophy be helpful in administration? Okay, and how can philosophy be help you to provide certain services to the community, to the citizens? So on those lines, you will have to prepare some of the questions. Secondly, one thing I particularly found, maybe it's because you are already in the corporate, while answering that urban flooding question, you use the word social media and all. Okay, try not to use those. Okay,
Okay, sir.
because these are corporate lingos. These are perfectly normal in the corporate setup. But as far as the administrative part, if you are giving the mock interviews, it is very important because the people who will be sitting here, they are administrator, the former administrator. So they have a very particular way of listening as well. Okay. They are looking for people who are going to be their heirs. Okay. Somebody who will be taking their baton. So on those ground, you will have to be bit careful about what you are communicating. And another thing, when do you have your final this interview? Which date?
Sir, it's on 12th.
On 12th. Okay, so what I can suggest you, because see, while communicating on day-to-day basis, it becomes a part of our habit only. For 1 or 2 days, what you can do is that you can focus upon some former bureaucrats interviews, okay,
Okay,
which
sir.
are in professional settings. So
Okay,
once
sir.
you keep listening to those, so you will get the because for the next 2 3 days, if you just 15 20 minutes, just listen to them. So you the language which you are communicating, that will automatically get corrected, and you will be in
Okay,
a
sir.
zone that okay, I have to use this language. And one thing. Sir mentioned asked you a question about changing the name middle path. Okay, I couldn't get the answer. What exactly is the middle path which you are looking for? Okay, so if you
Sir.
are uttering something, if you are telling something, it should be backed because a counter question can always come. So whatever you want to say in whatever direction you want to take the interview, that will totally depend upon you. The moment you use okay middle path, and if the person catches it, and if he is bound to ask you a particular answer with respect to that, so be a bit careful about that. Apart from that, I don't have any more thing to add. Sir, night, sir.
Okay.
So thank you, sir.
Saikrushna, have you gone through the transcripts of this year's interview? Because already today is the third day interview, I guess.
Yes, sir. I
So,
have gone through a few.
okay. So what did you find? What kind of questions they are asking, the interview board?
Sir, few of them I find like they're asking the current affairs of like previous years also about the issues which were like burning issues of like 2 3 years old issues also, and currently also they're asking about the current government schemes and all. So
See, basically, these people, those who are in their 60s,
mhm.
they have this habit of, they are the former bureaucrats, they have the habit of like reading newspaper on daily basis, right?
Yes, sir.
So you will get questions from, it's not like questions, I mean, current affairs from the previous year. Basically, they are asking questions which are in news for a long period of time. Okay. So, for example, this US-India issue could be Israel-Palestine. If any person is having the PSI optional, they could ask that kind of question. Odisha related government initiative as well. Women's safety is there with respect to Odisha. It's in news from past, I think, 3 to 4 months. So that's why I asked you this question, Saktisri initiative and all. As far as your presentation is concerned, I found it confident. So I have not so much to comment on that. But as far as preparation with respect to your जोटा what we call the current affairs or those aspects. So I would say, if possible, you just go through the Odisha related news. Shaktisri
Yes.
initiative, I asked you, Mo Sasan, and you simply said, sir, I have not gone through that. Yeah, I am not aware about it. So that must not be the answer. Okay, so easily you can say, sorry, sir, I look into it, because that shows your, you are ready to accept that you are not gone through it, or you will definitely look into it in future or something. You are ready to learn actually. So that is what. So optional part also you have to look into. They are asking, but especially the Odisha part and recent news, whatever issues are there. I asked you question about the Ravenshaw University. Nikhil ji also highlighted that point. You said middle path, but you came with the answer that if there is a public sentiment, larger public sentiment, that we need to change the name as well. So middle path, if you are saying, that means you have to again justify that. See, Revensa is something very colonial kind of thing. So what the current government wants, decolonize, right? So this
So,
could be your answer. We can go for the change, but without changing the sanctity and the kind of quality of education we are giving or academic, that could be your answer. Specifically, let me tell you, these 60 plus bureaucrats, they are have this field experience with respect to managing the disaster and all, right? So could be a possibility they will ask you about the urban flooding or flooding like condition we have seen in the North India. So when I asked this question about the urban flooding, you simply said short term and long term, but you highlighted only two cases. See, whenever there is a flood-like condition, we must have a preparatory mechanism. Okay. So first of all, we need to include all those stakeholders first to have a committee to look into this matter. For example, you will be posted in a district where it is flood flow pro. So first of all, you have to frame a committee, and that committee, let's say, those, I mean, panchayats or district representative would be there, panchayat representative would be there, asa anganwadi workers would be there. Okay, so first of all, it's your pre-preparation stage, what we call the pre-flooding stage, what we call. If we are suspecting flood will come, then we'll have to form a committee. Then during the flood, you never use this term. If any low-lying areas would be there, then we'll go for the evacuation or something. Okay, you, although you touched that urban sorry, the drainage congestion and all, but evacuation is something you could not touch. If you see in Delhi, there are many such low-lying areas. 8,000 people, I think day before yesterday it was in news, 8,000 people were evacuated. So such kind of case studies, please look into in detail, because could be a possibility they would ask you these areas. Okay, I think current affairs would be the key where they will ask questions. That's it from my side. If you have any question or query, you can ask.
sir, voice-wise, like the speed that I talk and the
That is
voice.
okay. That is perfectly fine. We do not have any. Simply personally, I feel uh, mm, 5 or 6 days we had interviews offline mode in
Okay, sir.
Bhubaneswar. So I found it very. I mean, it's good, convenient, and confident as well. There is no such problem with that. But they are expecting one person should know about the recent happenings
Yes,
with
sir.
respect to national, international, and Odisha specific. So be prepared for that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sai,
Sir.
do you have any more questions?
Uh, no, sir. Sir, just one not so serious question. Sir, I have to do sir, clean saving or this streaming?
Say, I'll suggest you if you can go clean shave, that will be great.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And it gives us a nice impression. It looks very, clean, and the moment you enter the room, so it gives us a certain, like one aura
Okay, sir.
sort of thing is generated. And apart from that, just look, see, right now I'm seeing you in an online setting. Maybe in offline setting, you can just look at your hair as well. If you have to cut your hair, do it today itself. Don't wait
Yes,
just
sir.
a day before that. No, do it today, because by 3 4 days it will be grown to an optimum length.
Okay, sir.
This is how you can do. And apart from that, like Naik sir said, don't have anything much more to add. Just focus, like sir mentioned, focus upon the current affairs part and be confident the way you are here. It's just another set of discussion which you will be having there. And people where
Okay, sir.
those who will be sitting there, they are a bit more experienced. Don't try to lie to them. Give them proper respect. That is most important. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So try to be like one thing is confident, which you are, but try to keep eye contact with all the panelists while you are answering, because generally what we do, we simply have eye contact with the person who is asking the question, right?
Sir.
But try to be like this: 60% or 60 to 70% would be the person who is asking the question, and another 30% eye contact with other co-panelists, so that they will not feel we are ignored by this person or something. So that will enough.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I'll definitely work on these things. Thank you for your feedback, sir.
Thank you. All the best.
All
Thank
the
you.
best.